ranking the 10 most recent Super Bowl halftime shows from worst to best. In 10th place, we have The Weeknd. I actually like a lot of his music, but this performance was just boring. Half the time he was in these random rooms, not even out at the performance, just talking in the camera. It was just kind of weird. But even when he was on the stage, it was kind of just boring and didn't have any special guests either. In 9th place, we have Coldplay. I don't think this performance is that bad and it's way better than The Weeknd. But their two drawbacks is they kind of just stay on this stage not really doing anything, and also the two surprise guests they have, Bruno Mars and Beyonce, just had halftime shows right before this. Like normally you'd be stoked to see Beyonce and Bruno Mars in a halftime show, but they were just there a couple years ago, so it got number 9 for me. At number 7, we have Justin Timberlake. Something you're going to notice about this list is the ones that I have ranked lower aren't that they're necessarily bad performances or that the artists are bad. These are all great artists. It's more just some of these don't show that much creativity compared to others, and Justin Timberlake is another example of that. The songs were good and the performance was alright, but that's pretty much it, nothing else to say. At number 7, we have Maroon 5. Another one that's not bad and the music was pretty good, but just a kind of bland performance overall. The Travis Scott part was great though, and it is a big reason why it isn't lower than 7. At number 6, we have Rihanna. From this point forward, these are all great performances. And I think I should also point out that I'm not really ranking these off of how good the music is or the artist, more just how cool the performance is and fun to watch it is. This one's extremely memorable because of the high-flying platforms that they're standing on and the fact that Rihanna ended up showing she was pregnant. The song selection is very good too as well and is definitely one of the better ones as of recent. At number 5, we have Usher. The thing I like about this one is it's just really creative. The scenery is always changing, they're always keeping it interesting, and the songs are great as well. You had the Alicia Keys part that had the internet in a frenzy. You had them popping out in rollerblades. Mixed that with Usher just being a good dancer, this was a very solid halftime show. At number 4, we have Shakira and J-Lo. Another one where they're just solid dancers, the scenery's always changing, and being a different style of music than the other halftime shows also helps it separate itself. I also think it's funny that J-Lo just shows up on this huge stripper pole. So overall, it's a very solid performance. At number 3, we have the hip-hop performance. This one also has the benefit of just being completely different than all the other performances. And overall, it was just pretty cool to see a whole halftime show dedicated to hip-hop. The part where 50 Cent was hanging from the ceiling was pretty funny. The scenery's always changing, and overall, I thought all the artists did pretty good. At number 2, we have Lady Gaga. I mean, this one's just ridiculous. She starts off the performance by jumping into the stadium and then landing on this giant, I don't know what you call it. There's always some interesting choreography going on and just overall a great creative performance. But at number 1 is pretty easily Katy Perry. Starts off by riding this massive lion on the field, then this electronic looking world, then it switches to a beach theme, then ends flying into the air. And this was also really the first time that they went up in the sky like this in all the performances, so this one's definitely the best.